do? What makes you the proudest? Oh my God, I love this. All right. Okay, ready? Okay, of the work that we do, guys, what makes you the proudest? If you just look at your time at Embed, and many of you have been with Embed, what, like a year, maybe a year and a half. So of the work that you've done so far and the work that we've done as a company, what are you the proudest of? Anybody can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. So I remembered when I first joined, one of the key objectives was really to take Embed to the next level at events, right?
Yeah.
And in fact, it seemed like just yesterday that we were at IAAPA. I remember exactly during this period, we were at IAAPA organizing stuff, getting the team together, and showcasing our newest product, the mobile wallet. And what we did was we really took something very different. We took a concept of a container, created a double story on top of it on this booth so that people can come by, hang out. And what really, I would say maybe even shed a tear at the show was the fact that people come, you know, they kind of like look at our booth and they were like, are you sure you're selling solutions? You know, because they would knock on the material. How did you create it? Did you make? And because we made it out of wood, right?
That's right.
So it's like people were thinking it's really a metal container. They were knocking on the materials. They climbed up to the second floor, and when you overlooked that view, it's just breathtaking. You know, it's just so fulfilling to actually when you see people come up and people, not even our customers, people from various industries, different clientele, and they just come by. And besides the booth, that was a game changer. I think we also did our very first after party too.
That's right.
So it was our first after party where we really had that chance to mingle with our customers, you know, continue to build that relationship that we have had so far. And and I guess for me, it's also the support from the team, whether it's the bosses, the colleagues, to actually know that this could be put through, you know, because I think holding an event, it's not just one person's show, it's everybody who come and bring together the whole thing, because you need the people on the ground to sell the solutions, you need after sales, you just need everybody to be in sync with you and walk together that journey with you. And then the best part is, of course, and then we won the Best Booth Award in Amusement Expo at Batch.
I know, and then we won the Best Booth Award at Amusement Expo, and that was so rewarding. Kat, I'm so sorry that you were not able to be there. I think that it would have, obviously, this was a labor of love for you, and you were really passionate about this work. And it's just a pity that you weren't there to actually receive that award, because I know that that certainly was very exciting for me, and I know that I certainly shed a tear when we got that award. I was so excited. But check it out, I wasn't there either, Kat. I was in the restroom. I was in the restroom, and when I got a call, I didn't take the call because I thought, hey, can I have a minute to go to the restroom? But anyway, and that's when the award was presented. So I missed it as well, but I'll tell you this, that's definitely something that I'm proud of. I'm also really proud of the Bling Bar that we did, because do you remember, so the Bling Bar had all of our wearables, and I think what was really exciting for me is when we joined the company, we looked at, you know, some of the game cards and then some of the wearables and the media that people are using, and I just remember that we all sat down and said, wait a minute, you know, we're in the business of fun, this should be really, you know, we should have cutting edge designs and stuff that's really cool. And in the end, how many different designs did we have, Kat?
60 over designs.
Yeah. And no, more than that. If you just even look at the lanyards alone. Anyway, the point is this. So we had the Bling Bar, and you know, so the wearables were there, and it was just so cool that people would come up to it, and there was all these lights and whatnot. It was very blingy. And that was also a huge source of pride, was just the redefinition of RF media and wearables in the industry. So that also is something that I'm super proud of. That was a highlight for me as well. Marcy, what are your thoughts?
My highlight is something that was actually in the planning phase that hasn't launched yet, but look out for it in 2021. It's going to be the customer conference, just because I really feel like this is going to take not only Embed to the next level, but also our customers. And it's something I don't think a lot of players in the industry are doing right now, but it's something that's great. We worked really hard on it. We were actually planning on having it at end of August, I believe. And that's so right. We have all the plans, and then obviously COVID happened and this is on pause. but we have some really good ideas to just share insights and allow our customers to learn more about how to use our solutions to the best of their abilities and to be the most successful possible for their FEC.
Yeah, that conference I'm super excited about it.
For me, I'm proud of all the things that we do, especially the assets, the quality, and the standards of the assets that we deliver in any communication platform that we have. And also the highlight for me is during the show in Saudi, where we saw one of our assets actually at the entrance of the show. That was a bad, considering there are so many key players in the industry. But we're there, and Renee, our CEO, is at the forefront leading presenting Embed, and also the press is all around. We've got a lot of coverage from there, and people are tweeting, and the influencers are there talking about Embed. So
that's absolutely correct, Hannah. The KSA show was incredibly exciting, in the Saudi market, and the way that the direction that the Saudi market is going in, as well as the Middle East, is incredibly exciting also. I mean, you're right. That was one of the year's highlights without question. I'm so happy Renee was able to make that show, because they got a bigger turnout than they ever had before. And when you talk about our assets, I know that you're referring to the creative and the quality of the creative that we do, as well as our messaging. You know, we pride ourselves on being world-class. You know, we might be small, but we're mighty. And so, yes, absolutely, Hannah, you are right. I'm really, actually, that is something that I'm incredibly proud of as well. So, Matt, what about you? When you look at this year, you know, as you can see, I'm getting excited. When you look at this year and you're thinking of the things that you're proud of, what are you most proud of? Like, or just something that inspired you when you looked at this year?
Really, to kind of piggyback on what Brittany was saying, it's really about the support that we've been able to give our customers. You know, giving away something as amazing as the mobile wallet, we gave it away for free for a year. I mean, like what other company would do that for customers? I mean,
That's right.
it's one of our flagship things that we've done, and we're like, you know what, guys, we understand things are rough right now. Please take it, use it, prosper with it. I think that is, it's selfless. I can't think of a better word. I think that's probably the thing that I'm most proud of as far as what the company's done. But me personally, again, kind of what Brittany's saying is being able to share these feel-good stories with people that are prospering during a pandemic, and even before that. Just being able to share feel-good stories with folks in the industry, partners. Doing anything that is feel-good is something that makes my job worthwhile. I love every aspect of being a media producer, but telling stories is what my passion is. And when I get to do that, and it's a good story, there's nothing better than that.
Absolutely. And we know, obviously, you are our in-house, not only media producer, but you're our in-house storyteller, right? And you enable, you know, many business owners, many of whom are not, you know, they're not, you know, many of them are juggernauts, but most are not tycoons that have had media training and are accustomed to, you know, being in front of a camera. And so you have that gift of being able to disarm them so that they can relax and tell their story, and their stories are very powerful. And some of them go back like 10 years when they say, hey, you know, 10 years ago is when I first got, you know, my first embed system and my first training. And ever since then, I've opened up X number of locations. And it's just really, really powerful human stories. And so you should be proud of yourself, Matt, because you've been able to actually do that and just kind of widen the aperture through which people are able to view our industry. And then going back to something else that you said about giving away the mobile wallet. I mean, can you just imagine what that board meeting was like, in which we said, hey, we have the one thing, the one product nobody else has, the industry needs it most. We're not going to increase the price of it, right? We're not going to just try and monetize it. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to give it away for free because it's the right thing to do, and it's the greatest demonstration of our commitment to our industry's recovery. And so, yes, that feel good really felt good. I will tell you that, right? Even though it was not easy, because we're a small company, we have to keep our business afloat as well. So absolutely.